Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Here with my weekly wax update. So as usual, reviewing the stuff that I melted this week, the stuff that I finished, the stuff that I started. I think we can just get into it. I've got a bit of teddy bees here this week. I have been trying to melt more teddy bees than usual. I do have my pre-order on the way. It's somewhere in forwarder land. I mean, it's been forwarded, so it's somewhere between either in, I don't know, somewhere between here and in the US and Australia. So I'm expecting it'll probably get here next week, maybe. So I definitely need to melt a bit of teddy bees to make some space. I may actually, I've taken today off work. It's Monday. And I might actually, wanted to get a few jobs and tidy up in the office a bit. I might actually get in and reorganize some of my collection to give teddy bees a second drawer. Because with the size of the pre-order that's coming, I think I need the space, and I think I do have the space because there are other parts of my collection that have melted down a bit. So anyway, so starting off with cheesecake cookies from Teddy Bees. So this one, dropping bags, hang on. This one is warm donuts baked. No, that's not it. The description on this one is not the scent. I can't remember what this exact scent is, but that was a mismatched description. Cheesecake cookies is fine. I like Teddy Bees cheesecake scents. This one is not bad. It's just nothing outrageous or special. I do think it is a good blender, and I have it in a souffle with blackberry jam, and I think that's a bit better. Yeah, look, I like her cheesecake scent. It's not overpoweringly, like, you know, too rich or anything like that. Like some cheesecake scents can be a bit much. Hers definitely isn't. It has a nice cookie scent to it as well, but it just doesn't ever wow me when I melt it on its own. So probably not a repurchase on its own, but if she does it in more combos like with the blackberry jam, then I would consider doing that. I think probably blended more than layered, but anyway, I don't know. I think I just prefer blended scents a little bit more to layered. Teddy Bees, it's Fall Y'all. So this is marshmallow fireside, sweet cinnamon, orange zest, leaves, brown sugar, and vanilla. I nearly didn't get this one because I really do. I tend to not love cinnamon orange type scents, like those warm, spiced orange, wintry oranges. But this one is really nice. I think what makes this scent for me, the brown sugar and I think the marshmallow fireside, that real kind of sweet and smoky thing that it has going on. And I think the leaves are a nice touch in here as well. So while there definitely still is cinnamon and orange, they are not like that really powerful in-your-face kind of cinnamon and orange scent. It is a lot warmer and sweeter than that. So I do actually really enjoy this one. I melted it in my lounge room. It threw quite well. I would possibly get another souffle. It's definitely not something I need a huge amount of, and I think it would depend on what else was in my order. Like it's not a must-have for me, but if I had it again, I would enjoy it. I would melt it. So I finished Teddy Bees Cabin in the Woods. So this one is fir needles, smoked woods, marshmallow fireside, cedarwood, sandalwood, and minty snow. So this one, I think I've melted. Each time I've melted it, I've done it in 2 warmers, and I cut my souffles into 8 pieces. So I've melted this about 4 times now, and I think 2 of the times I melted it, I quite enjoyed it, and 2 of the times I melted it, it was just okay. The last time, so this time I melted it in the bedrooms, it was just okay. Like, I don't know, I do remember, particularly the time before this, I got more smoked woods and marshmallow fireside, and I just, you know, I love smoky, sweet wood scents. So that was really up my angle, but, anyway, the other times I've gotten a much stronger cedarwood, and this time I melted it, I got a really strong cedarwood, and I don't mind a cedarwood, but I find it has to blend really well, and if it's overpowering, then I don't love it. So I think on a balance, this one's probably not a repurchase. I just have other woody scents that I love more, and even if it did, you know, even if I did get it again and I got more of the marshmallow fireside and the smoked woods, there are so many other blends out there that do that I love. So I don't need to get this one to get that kind of thing, you know. It did throw pretty well though. Just checking to see if I've got any more Teddy Bees empties. I don't think so. So Rainbow Melts Hibernation. So this one is Crackling Birch, Marshmallow, Cashmere Cotton, and Vanilla Bean Noel. This one has been really good. This time though, it did not throw, which was really strange. So Rainbow Melts, I know the brand has a whole bunch of other problems, but one thing I think it would be difficult for anyone to say is that the wax doesn't perform. Her wax, in my experience and from what I've seen online, has a very good reputation for performance and longevity. So, you know, old rainbow wax generally does pretty well, and that's what I found as well. Like, I've had rainbow wax, you know, extras and destashes and stuff, and it usually does pretty well. This one was poured in 21, so it's in October 21, so it's just under 2 years old. Every other time I've melted this, it's thrown really well, and I've really enjoyed it. But this time I had it in my kitchen. I was in the kitchen. I don't know. And I smell the bag really strongly as well. It smells really lovely. Crackling birch smells great. For some reason, even though I don't normally love like a cashmere cotton, this smells good, but the throw. So yeah, probably not a repurchase anyway. Tea Time Tarts. So this is Strawberries and Cigarettes After Sex. This is strawberry pound cake, white birch and smoked vanilla lace. This is such a pretty, unique blend. It's really feminine, but it's the smokiness and the touch of birch just make it so unique and so pretty. It's really, really lovely. Yeah, I've gone through, I think, more than one bag of this. I've always really enjoyed it. I think I would get this one again. In fact, I think, did I get more? I do have another, I forgot about it, but I do have another Tea Time Tarts order that I placed. It hasn't shipped yet. I think maybe I got more of it because I do really enjoy it. It's kind of medium throw. I do wish it threw better, but it's still a really good, unique scent. Finally finished this Bam Bag of King Joffrey. So King Joffrey has another name now. I have no idea what it is. I can't remember. The scent notes are wedding cake and ceremonial pie. So I guess that's what you have to look for. King Joffrey was one of the very first scents from Super Tarts that I fell in love with. Like, and still to this day, I would say there is not another scent out there like King Joffrey. Like, I just think it is so unique. Yeah, it's a really unique bakery scent. It has very unusual notes, and it's, I don't think it's a scent for everybody, but it's something that I really enjoyed for a long time. I went through multiple clams of it when I first got into Super Tarts, like back in 2019. Now, I think with finishing off this Bam Bag, I think I'm done. It's not that I like hate the scent or anything. If I have it, I can still melt it, still like it, but it's just, yeah, like I'm just not into it anymore. So, which is fine. I just have to remember sometimes with scents, like even if I'm absolutely in love with them, over time, things can change, right? Nose changes, whatever. Preferences change. So that's where I'm at with this one. So I won't be repurchasing it, but it's always thrown really well. It's a really unique scent. I still recommend trying it if you haven't tried it before. That said, I know with Super Tarts, it's much harder to get scents, especially the less popular ones now, because she's just not pouring as much. So I don't know if when this will come around again, or like I said, what it's called these days, but I do recommend trying it if you can. But for me, I won't be repurchasing that scent. Sandalwood Pheromones Mellow Fireside. So I've just realised that I've got my door open and the washing machine's going. So if you can hear that in the background, sorry. So Sandalwood Pheromones Mellow Fireside from L3. I finished this off in my lounge room. It's good, but it's pretty much just sandalwood to me with a slight, maybe slightly more kind of masculine, like if it was a sandalwood, pardon me, cologne. That's pretty much all I get. So it's strong and I enjoyed it because I like sandalwood, but I really wanted more of the Mellow Fireside out of this one. So not a repurchase because of that. Moonlight Serenade from L3. So this one's pink sugar, sweet lavender, strawberry fluff and smoothies. I definitely could smell something when this was melting, but I couldn't tell you what. I think mostly lavender. I just don't recall getting, yeah, I think just lavender and pink sugar, but not in a really I swear I smell woodiness. I think because I was melting the sandalwood out in the other part of the house, and also some like cinnamon type things. I think that a lot that woody, like the woodiness and the spiciness, because they were quite strong scents, leaked into the bedroom. Because I swear I don't recall like a strawberry fluff smoothie aspect. I do remember the pink sugar and lavender, but I remember there being a woody. I couldn't remember what I was melting in the bedroom basically, but I do remember it smelling woody. So I think that the scents from elsewhere in the house got into the bedroom mixed with this, which still was fine. You know, maybe a sandalwood pink sugar lavender scent would actually be good. I don't know. Yeah, so it was fine, but I didn't really get the, you know, what the scent was meant to be. Okay, so that's the finished stuff. Now I'll talk about the stuff that I started this week or blended, which is not a huge amount. I did work in the office 3 days this week, on the weeks that I'm in the office. Did I? God, goodness. I think I did. Yeah, no, I did work in the office 3 days. And those weeks I don't tend to melt as much. All right, so first up we had one really warm day this week. Like now we're back into proper winter weather, but there was one day where it was like 20 degrees, which I don't know, it was like in the 68 or something Fahrenheit. So for winter it was warm. So L3's fresh picked strawberries, sugar cakes, and mango sorbet. When I say this scent was incredible, you guys, this was just fruity heaven. Oh my goodness. It's kind of syrupy. I feel like while it's not like a really strong pronounced cake scent, sugar cakes, I'm not familiar with sugar cakes, by the way. I don't think I've ever had a blend with sugar cakes. But it does add a kind of density. But this is all about like the sweet, syrupy, sugary fruits. And I just was so into it. Like, oh my God. This could go really well, I reckon, with a touch of fizz. Like a bit of ginger ale would be phenomenal here. But even just on its own it's both creamy and syrupy and sweet without being overpoweringly sweet. It's still fruity. Incredible. Like, amazing. This is going to be, I think this is going to really be like my summer kind of thing this year. So I'm glad it's a big chunk. So I've got a bit to play with. Because yeah, loved it. Very strong. 100%. Like when my customs come around, I will probably get more of this because this was great. I have to start writing down my, you know, every year I do like a top 20 or 21 or 22 or whatever video. This year is going to be a lot harder because I have not been buying as much wax. Normally, and I've had a few years of recording it as well, so I've covered most of my kind of favorite scents over the years, but this year there's not a lot new coming in. But this one definitely will be in that list. Like, this is one of the best scents I've tried this year. So I need to start writing that stuff down. Because I used to post on Instagram, I used to be able to go back to my Instagram and look at what I liked and decide my list there. But now that I don't do that, yeah, need to write things down. Cinnamon chai, gold sugar and vanilla sandalwood from L3. This was good as well. This is the one I think this was reaching the bedrooms quite a bit and melting with that Moonlight Serenade scent. So I actually quite like this one. I think you get a lot of vanilla sandalwood. It's one of the things that I most heavily noticed I was melting in the house last night was vanilla sandalwood. I don't think the gold sugar comes through super strongly in this. It might modify and sort of mute the scent a little bit, but I wouldn't say it was there super presently. And the cinnamon chai was nice. I haven't really, I assume it's one oil. Maybe it's two, cinnamon and chai. I don't know. I haven't really done that combination before. I like the smell of cinnamon and chai in real life, but a lot of wax scents in cinnamon / chai just don't work for me. But this smelled pretty good. So yeah, this was warm and sandalwoody and just a bit spicy and in a good way. So I actually quite enjoyed this. It was strong. I do wish the gold sugar was a bit more present and the vanilla sandalwood maybe dialed down a touch, but still it was good. I would maybe get that one again. Pretty straightforward combo. I did strawberry pound cake from Scoopable and carbs. I really do like carbs. I used to hate carbs, but now I love carbs. In wax, I've always loved carbs in real life. Yeah, just really yummy. I don't think I visited the rooms that was melting in too much, which is my mistake. This strawberry pound cake's starting to smell a bit funky in the tub. It didn't come, I will say the blend, the carbs was stronger. The strawberry pound cake was mild. Could be that this one's turning a little bit because it really does. I'm getting a kind of plastic smell out of that now. So maybe it hasn't lasted. I don't know. So anyway, so yeah, the combo, like it was fine because I was melting carbs, but it wasn't like an amazing combo or anything. L3 zucchini bread, lemon curd, wild berry mousse, salty Sierra. This it was okay. I think I expected to like it more based on how it is cold, because on cold, the first thing I get is a really big hit of like a zucchini bread lemon, and I love zucchini bread and lemon. And then I can kind of pick up a berry, and the salty Sierra just kind of floats in over the top. But when it melted, the zucchini bread really didn't come through. The salty Sierra kind of overpowered it a bit. Still got the lemon, a little bit of wild berry, but yeah, it was mostly like a salty Sierra lemon curd berry. I really wanted the zucchini bread. So it was fine and it was strong, but it just wasn't what I was looking for. Maybe I'll try throwing some more zucchini bread in with it because I do have some, and see what that does. Started a new clamshell of birds. It's a bit of a cheat including this as things I started because I have melted so many clams and things of birds. So this is Harvest Ale pumpkin donuts, brown sugar and buttercream. It is really, really good. Like, it is just my favorite perfect apple autumn scent. The Harvest Ale is, you know, appley. And then it's just creamy and warm and just really delicious. So yeah, I will be sad the day that I fall out of love with birds. I'm sure it will come. I do feel like this is quite a unique, strong scent with some very, I don't know, just I feel like it's the kind of scent I will fall out of love with one day, but I haven't got there yet. And then the last thing I have this week, mango sorbet raspberry adipose, where adipose is jet puff, mallow, mallow fluff, toasted mallow. Another fruity scent that I just adored this week. I think I have, no, I haven't done quite this combo before. I've done raspberry adipose with zucchini bread, and then I've put mango sorbet in with it, and I think I will, that was like my main plan when I bought this, was I was going to blend it with zucchini bread because that is an amazing combo. But just the fruits and the creaminess of the adipose on its own, just amazing as well. Really, really delicious. So I've got another cloud cake after this. I got 2 of these. I do wish I had a little bit more, especially if I'm going to blend it with zucchini bread, but still. Love, fantastic fruity. I'm really getting excited to see the weather get warm and start melting more, you know, more mango sorbet, because I love my mango sorbet. That is it. So yeah, not the biggest week. Like I said, Teddy Bear's pre-order on the way. There is an L3 ready to ship in there as well. After that, I will have a box that will have tea time tarts. Like I said, it will have strawberry pound cake from Super Tarts. It will have something else. What else have I done? Okay, that's all. Which I say that's all, it's quite a bit, but the tea time tarts I ordered like early July, I think, about a month ago. The Super Tarts was when I was in Bali, so that was 2 months ago now, but I know what's happening with Tat there, so I'm not worried. And then I did the K when K reopened and had 25% off, because that seems to be how I do K. It's just once a year she seems to do a sale, sort of a summer sale, and that's when I go in and I order. I did not do Teddy Bees ready to ship. I very nearly did. I was really tempted by the fact that she had late night bake, but she only had a few tubs, and I just decided it wasn't worth the wake up. I'm really hoping to get it in the pre-order though. I will be trying to get that set in the pre-order because I really do love it. So that's it. I hope you're all doing really well. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.